So, what types of skills do employers prefer? Obviously, they prefer soft skills because they are more easily transferable from job to job, no matter what the job is. So, if I was to make a job in being a chef. I wanted to be a chef, and then I suddenly wanted to switch jobs and become a home builder or work in construction. Then soft skills would be easier to for me to transfer from being a chef to being a construction worker. So the hard truth about soft skills is they can make or break your career. That's a quote by Peggy Klaus, and she wrote the book The Hard Truth about soft skills. And that's why soft skills nowadays are being looked at more and more in your resumes and in your applications and things like that. So, what are some important soft skills? And excuse my PowerPoint, it's being a little weird when it's being broadcasted like this for some reason. So, some important soft skills you can talk about communication. Do you talk with your family? Do you talk with your friends really well? Can you clearly communicate not only through spoken word? Can you accurately, send an email? Can you accurately write a report? Things like that all fall under the vein of communication. Teamwork. Do you work well with others? Do you not do so well with others? Can you pull your own weight? Can you be reliable to work in a team, with your coworkers, or with your teammates? Adaptability. Can I count on you? Can you um, basically change up your workflow? If I suddenly ask you to do one job and you were doing another job, how easy is it for you to switch from doing one job and another job together? Because a lot of jobs nowadays, um, while it's maybe you're a cashier, but you're doing many different things. You might be stocking shelves, you might be helping out people with their groceries and taking the groceries out to their car, depending on what grocery store you work at. So, how flexible are you almost? Problem solving, if something comes, and a lot of times we'll talk about this with interview questions, but are you good at if something goes wrong? Are you good at adapting to help out that problem, and solve that problem? Dependable. Can I count on you to work on your own if I'm not watching you? So if your manager or your boss is working on paperwork in the office, are you going to be still working your job out in the front of the store? Are you going to be someone that um, a lot of times in jobs they like to say if you have time to lean, if you have time to clean, because they think that if you have nothing else to do, at least you can clean. So that way you have something to do. Are you a person that does that without being asked? Is a big one. Positive attitude. So, how's your attitude? I've known people that have gotten fired just because of their attitude, about their work, about their coworkers, about their boss. And I used to work in staffing a lot where sometimes if you didn't click really well with a team, that could also change your dynamic in the job, and they might even let you go, depending on your attitude too. So you have to watch that while you're at your job. Strong work ethic. Are you hardworking? Do you get the job done? And leadership is another one. Leadership is a very big skill that kind of revolves around, do you take the initiative if you're like in a group, or do you take charge? Are you able to take charge? Do you willingly give yourself up to take charge? So things like that. Those are some important soft skills, and there are many, many more than just these here, but those are some big ones that you can put on yourself if you are filling out a job application, or you filling out a resume, you're filling out maybe a letter of recommendation for a school, or you're trying to send a letter to a college so you can be accepted to a college. These are some different things that you can use for those documents. So I'm going to show you real quick, now that we're done with the presentation, I'm going to show you real quick the